everybody. Welcome to Coastal Crafts.
Hello and welcome to Coastal Crafts. So I'm going to come on and do a crafty tag because I was tagged by Christine's cards and things. I don't normally do things like that, which are carrying on. Reminds me of chain email type things, but I will do it this time and say my bits and bobs and answer the questions. But I'm also going to combine it with sharing this gorgeous happy mail that I've got from Michelle Dobby so that you have something a bit more interesting to look at. So Michelle and I did a swap. Actually another swap until next time, she said, but she's made this gorgeous card, bits that have popped up and layered on top of each other. So really pretty. And I'm wondering if that's from one of those, I know I picked up from the range, one of those packs with autumn themed. I was wondering if that was a similar pack because it looks a similar style. Really pretty anyway. So Michelle and I did a food cooking themed swap. So gorgeous. I can tell she's used beautiful graphic 45 paper. So I'm going to go through and show you whilst also answering these crafty tag questions that I have written in my little notebook. So first of all, it says, what's your name? Obviously my name's Ruth because it says it on there. I do answer to most things. Obviously answer to Coastal Crafts, a little Coastal Crafts thing. And the children at school call me a whole variety of different things. So yeah, pretty much answer to anything you like. But that is my name. And should you want to get in touch with me, my contact details are always in the description box. So you can drop me an email or you can go and follow me over on what's it called? Instagram. So just getting into her first little pocket. It says, how did you come up with your YouTube name? Well, when I decided that I wanted to do YouTube, which I can't even think how long ago that was. She always uses these really cute packets, doesn't she? It's been a little while that I've been on YouTube. I was just saying to Mr. Coastal Crafts, well, I need to come up with something for my name. And he came up with the name Coastal Crafts because I used to live right next to the beach in a little coastal village. Now we live a little bit further away, but still obviously we're very near to the sea and we do water sports and we spend a lot of time at the beach. So Coastal Crafts and CC, it just sort of seemed to work for us. For me, he doesn't do anything towards it. What am I giving him credit for? Look how gorgeous those are. Love these, Michelle. But yeah, so Mr. Coastal Crafts came up with the name, so I have to give him credit for that. And I like it. It works. Fits in with me. He's always saying that I should go and do some videos like down on the beach where we collect natural things and maybe film craft projects on the beach. But, you know, filming's never that easy. It's not like a simple thing. It's always a bit of a palaver at times. So, yeah, it doesn't always happen. What's question number 3? What's your favourite craft? Well, at the moment, I mainly do paper crafts, if I'm honest. Those are gorgeous butterflies, aren't they? Look at them shine. So scrapbooking, card making, 3D projects made out of paper. But I do enjoy other crafts. I spend a lot of time and I would love to do more of it, but it's quite a time-consuming activity doing sewing. That's something that I really enjoy. I wouldn't really say I do jewellery making, but I'll occasionally dabble. What else? You know, I like to make things from clay, but that's really part of my paper crafting, I think. Just to do hat making, which sort of fitted in with my sewing. I haven't done that in quite a while, but yeah, so those are sort of things that I enjoy to do. As I say, at the moment, it's mainly paper crafting. And the reason it's mainly paper crafting is because paper crafting takes less time. And time is not my friend in life. Look at those, they're cute, aren't they? I do love my little knickety-knackety bits. Just put me lots of knick-knack bits in this time. Let's get those in there because otherwise they're stuck on my hands. What is your favourite shop? Wow, I think my favourite, most enjoyable place to shop is for anything second-hand. So I love shopping on eBay, as you probably noticed, was all my eBay hauls. I love going to charity shops. I love going to car boot sales. I think it's a search. I like the hunt. But I also enjoy going to the usual ones. I've got Hobbycraft not far from me. I've got the Range not far from me. I've got Poundland. We've got the Works. We've got Home Bargains. Lovely colours on those. So yeah, I've got lots of options of different shops that I can go to. I think out of those, my favourite is probably the Range. I think they have a good selection. Like Hobbycraft do good stuff, but they don't tend to restock that often. So it doesn't, you know, there's not always the, you know, if you go week to week, it's often the same stuff. So I'd probably go for the Range, and good prices in the Range. They're nice as well, aren't they? That kind of thing that would make a lovely necklace. I could decide what to combine with them. Can't remember where I've got to now on these. Oh, little heart escaping. It's escaping heart. Top 5 YouTubers. That's always a funny question, isn't it? Because I don't like to say who's better than anyone else. I think everyone's got their own unique qualities. I love all the British crafty YouTubers because, you know, I love watching hauls. So I love seeing what everyone picks up. And the lovely makes and things like that. But I also like some American YouTubers. Like I watch Parrot Spice, who's funny. She just buys so many dyes. So I love watching that. And Marilyn G, she buys so much crafty stuff as well. So I love them just because of the quantity of stuff they buy and I get to see. And yeah, and all British ones. So I'm not going to narrow it down because I think I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings because I think everyone's awesome, as somebody says. Some of the Lego Movie, I've not seen it. Favourite colours. Oh, my favourite colour is technically green. Technically, should you have a favourite colour? I love blues. I love all this sort of bluey colour and mint green and things like that. Yeah, I just love every colour. I've been really enjoying like orange and autumnal colours recently. Pinks and girly colours. I'm not a brights. I wouldn't see myself doing a lot of stuff in bright colours. I find that harder to use. But yeah, I would say I love all sorts of colours. But we're never asked. And I do get asked that question. You know, I'm a teacher. I get, what's your favourite colour? And I say green because I love the natural world. That's green, isn't it? Favourite tools. Well, I do love die cutting. So my die cutting machine, I have a Sizzix Big Shot Plus for doing my big ones. And of course, I've shown you when I hauled it, my little So Crafty one. That's so useful, actually, that I picked up from Aldi. You can check out the video in a previous video. Really useful for small dies. So I really like that. I like stamping tools. I've got the Tim Holtz one and I've got the Hampton Arts one. And I tend to use my Tim Holtz one for rubber stamps and my Hampton Arts ones. These are really cute. Love these. Hampton Arts one for cling stamps, just so I don't have to change it around. So I really like my stamping tool. It's very useful. Cutting is very useful. I've got a tonic cutter, which I like. It's good. Pencils, it's an underrated tool. I'm always using a pencil. Very useful. And slightly less crafty, but the photo camera, what's it called? My phone. Look over here, the Canon Selfie. I had to go over and look at it. Really good for printing out pictures for scrapbooking and stuff. So I really like that. Look at that, paper colours on the back. So yeah, some really useful things. Number 8, who got you started on crafting? I don't remember anyone specifically getting me started on crafting. She also sent me that gorgeous paper clips. We'll open them up. I do remember as a child, I did a lot of crafting. Like, that was my thing. We didn't have a lot of money, so I often would go into town or look through catalogues and things and see toys and things that I wanted, and then I would go and make them out of paper. It sounds quite sad, doesn't it? But I actually think I did quite a good job. And so I was quite a very, not obsessive, I crafted a lot as a child, like a lot got created. And I used to enjoy sewing. I just did hand sewing back then. We never managed to. My mum could never remember how to thread the sewing machine. So yeah, I used to, I see the door moving. Used to get old clothes in like bags that we get donated for jumbles and things, and I would cut them up and I would turn them into different outfits and things like that. So yeah. And then I didn't do crafting for a while and then got back into it when I picked up, actually I got given it by my mum, a little sewing machine from the Range, and just a really basic, simple little thing. And I just started sewing again, absolutely loved it, and just got hooked on sewing. I'd already loved sewing in the past, but got hooked back into it. And from there, yeah, time started to get away with me. Got watching different videos on YouTube, saw paper crafts and took a plunge, started making a scrapbook, and it just went from there, really, getting back into it as an adult. So when did I start? I would say that I started, that would be in question 9, as a small child, so I couldn't really say. I definitely was cutting when I got to school at 5, so it'd be pre-5. And what was my favourite craft so far that I've ever made? Could not say, because as I say, I'm just quite a frequent crafter, and I do quite a lot of crafting. I think the favourite projects that I like working on, I do like working on my scrap bits because they're so personal, aren't they? And I like it when I've made, I know I made one for my mum that I really loved. I put the pictures in, it just looked really pretty. I like some of the clothes I've made. Like when I used to make dresses, I'd like that because I could wear them afterwards. So yeah, it's hard to narrow it down, isn't it? So yes, I've gone through, I've shown you all the gorgeous things that Michelle's given me. So massive thank you, Michelle, and thank you for taking part in this video with me and doing this crafty tag with me without even agreeing to it. But yeah, so thank you so much to Michelle. Thank you, Christine, for tagging me in this. I'm not going to tag anyone else because I just had this whole thing, like, I think because I just remember those chain emails where if you don't do it, bad luck will come to you and you'll die within an hour. And that just put the, you know, the fear of God into me. So I'm like, I don't want to force other people to do it. If anyone would like to do the crafty tag, go for it, do it. And I'm totally for it. I'm not against it in any way, otherwise I wouldn't have done it. But I'm not going to tag anyone else for the reasons I've mentioned, because I'm a silly, superstitious person. Which, yeah, criticise me all you want for that. But there we go. Tune in for more videos very soon. I'll speak to you soon. Bye.